Here, Tezin. This is your birthday present. Oh, it's so cute. Do you know what it is? This can't be. A divine beast? That's right. You recognized it correctly. I went out of my way to bring it back from the temple. Wow, really? I heard divine beasts are unbelievably expensive. Doesn't a magnificent mage like my son deserve at least this much? I reincarnated into a romance novel. The best mom ever. An 11-year-old minor villain, as a birthday gift. No matter which world I reincarnate into, I always end up in absurd roles. And to top it off, I always end up in a cage. This is the worst. Absolutely the worst. In an instant I became a squirrel with the grand title of divine beast and was brought here to the Hyride ducal household. Hyride, a prestigious family of mages, known for having the strongest and most talented mage of their generation as their head. But such power comes with a price. The stronger the mage, the harder it becomes for them to endure the overflow of magic within their body, causing them terrible pain. The only being capable of calming such rampant magic is a divine beast. Needing a divine beast is proof of having enormous magic. That's why Duchess Ella of Hyride spared no expense in buying me. To showcase to the outside world that her son, Tezin, possesses such overwhelming magic. Oh. A divine beast. In reality, though, the boy isn't exactly brimming with magic. He struggles to light even the smallest flame, puffing and panting the whole time. Here. Take good care of it in your room, Tezin. I've already engraved the seal of ownership, so there's no risk of it leaving the matter. It understands simple commands, so if you tell it to stay in your room, it won't leave. Come here. Look at this. It understands what I'm saying, doesn't it? Since I don't want to stay in the cage, play along and show a little charm. What's wrong? Got a problem with it? A beast that understands human speech? That's kind of creepy. That kid, he said I was cute earlier. It's not just any beast, it's a divine beast. And according to legend, divine beasts that absorb a lot of magic can even transform into humans. Well, with my magic, it'll probably transform into a human in no time. But if it can't understand me once it's human, that'd be a problem. A human transformation, then soon, I'll have another servant to command? A servant, why does your mind immediately go there the moment someone mentions human transformation? And for the record, your magic isn't nearly strong enough to make that happen. Sigh. I'd smack him if I could, but I'm a poor animal with short arms. Consider it an honor to meet me, slave. The idea of seeing this arrogant brat every day already makes me feel suffocated. Still, being at the Hyride ducal household might actually work in my favor. Because, in the highest room of the western tower of this manor, there's a villain in this novel. The truly extraordinary mage hidden within the Hyride family. If it's that kid, then, maybe human transformation isn't just a dream. Duchess, someone from the tower has come. The tower? Is something wrong? It's not a major issue. It seems the eldest young master has collapsed again from a high fever. Wait. If it's the young master from the tower. Oh my, him again? He's not dead, is he? No. He just lost consciousness briefly, thank goodness. But his life isn't in danger. Hey, my arm is tired, so get down now. Make sure he gets plenty of rest. Skip preparing his meals for today. Understood, madam. Well then, Tezin, I must leave now. Take care, mother. Even if he's just an adopted son, her lack of concern when the child collapses like that, how heartless can she be? It seems this isn't the first time he's collapsed. His condition might be worse than I thought. Maybe I should bring him something later. No matter the situation, it's a K-novel world. At least feed the poor kid. Isn't this stealing from a squirrel? Hey, slave. Show me something amusing, slave. Slave, slave, slave. Would you, if you were me? Pretending not to hear. I guess it doesn't understand everything I say. Should I try training it? What? Ugh, this brat, Just looking at how he treats the servants, I can already tell how much he's going to torment me. Better to avoid him before things get worse. Hey, slave. Can't you hear me? Are you asleep? Humph, boring. I guess a beast can only eat and sleep. Huh. For the record, I was originally human. I'll succeed in transforming back into a human no matter what. Going now? Supplies ready, check. Annoying Brad is asleep, check. Escape from the room. Success. Maybe being a squirrel does have its advantages? Here we go. Passing through the hall. So, this is the place. She sees a young boy suffering in immense pain. All of a sudden, his gaze turns toward me. He stares at me with his beautiful blue eyes. A squirrel. Why is there a squirrel here? Knock. Are you asking me to open it? Wait. Hey, wait. No way. I haven't even seen proper magic, let alone human transformation. Save this squirrel. Sorry. Are you okay? I survived. But this feeling right now, is it Johan's magic? Just by touching him for a moment, I can feel an incredible power. Nodding, are you hurt anywhere? How much would it hurt if magic went wild like this? I'll calm him quickly. Magic power. It's calming down. It doesn't hurt anymore. You are a divine beast. Seeing the mark of Hyride, it seems like you're a divine beast of Tezin. Why are you here? Oh. You can't speak. I see. Maybe it's because he is still young. He seems a bit silly to be a villain. He seems kind of cute, this novel's greatest villain, Johann Hyride. When Johann was still young, his mother, the former Duchess, passed away, and Duke Hyride remarried Ella and had Tezin. After a while, when the Duke was called to war, Johann, at an age deserving of love, was left all alone. To make matters worse, when he turned 10, his magical powers manifested, and he suffered from pain caused by a magical surge. Ella, who wanted to make Tezin the successor, was not pleased with this fact and disguised Johann as being ill to confine him in the tower. Thus, having lived all this time abandoned in pain and loneliness, he was sent to the battlefield due to Ella's scheme. 5 years from now, he'll return home as a war hero who ended the long and arduous war. And with Johann's return, the tragedy will begin. The most beautiful princess Muriel was given to Johann, the war hero, as a reward. This person is the female lead. Johann, who fell in love with Muriel at first sight, yearns for her heart but cannot turn her heart, which has already fallen in love with the crown prince. The beginning of catastrophe. Consumed by jealousy, Johann ultimately becomes a villain who'll stop at nothing to separate the two. How can such a gentle and kind person become the greatest villain in the world? I can't believe it. Hey, Wiggle. I'm really happy you're here. So can I pet you just a little? Look, unlike someone else, you're so kind. Are you allowing it? Thank you. I've spent quite a while alone here, and I think this is the first time someone has stayed with me for so long. When I was sick. I was so sick and lonely until just a while ago, thinking how nice it would have been if I had been born normally, or rather, if I had never been born at all. I was lost in those thoughts until you came. Thanks to you, for the first time I wasn't sick or lonely. I'm really grateful. Ugh. That face that triggers my protective instincts. I was just thinking about quickly absorbing magic and becoming human. So, can you come again tomorrow? You don't have to calm me down if you don't want to. Just let me pet you. No, it's enough if you just come to see me. Yeah. I was planning to come anyway, so I'll come every single day. Wow, thank you, although it's a short time. I can feel kindness and consideration from this child that I could never have imagined in the original work. Perhaps Johann has become someone who doesn't hesitate to destroy others because of the pain and loneliness he had to endure alone for so many years. If even just one person shows affection and interest. Isn't there a possibility for this child's future to be something other than being a villain? I don't know how much I can help, being just a squirrel, but while I'm here, I'll do my best. I'm going to protect this pure and delicate child. Are you giving this to me? I will gratefully receive it. From tomorrow night, I'll always keep the window open. So that you can come anytime. Okay, cute little guy. See you tomorrow. It was so painful until just now. That is the true power of a divine being. That's Tezin's divine beast. I have to have it. Divine beasts have the potential to transform into humans. The squirrel twitches an ear, curious yet doubtful. What's this nonsense? Sharp with disbelief. They're just animals. A tense pause follows. A divine beast's gender can be identified by the shape of its tail. Now, let's confirm your gender, slave, the cruel voice commands coldly. The squirrel freezes, trembling with anger and shame. Then the internal monologue of the squirrel, soft, trembling but determined, fills the silence. Oh, Johann was such a gentle, kind soul. He won't refuse my request. Once I become human, everything will fall into place. Her ears lower, anxiety flickering. Turning human, how do I even do that? She mutters in frustration, pawing at the floor. How long do I have to keep eating nuts? She bursts in a fiery squeak, a comic yet desperate outcry. Her determination hardens. If I keep absorbing Johann's magic, I'll figure something out. I have to become human, and break free from that bastard Tezin. The emotion tightens into anger and longing. Later, Johann waits under the filtered sunlight. He scans the ledge by the window, concerned. That squirrel, is it not coming today? His tone is gentle, tinged with disappointment. Suddenly, a small chirps from the window ledge. His face lights up. Hello, divine beast, he greets with soft warmth, eyes gleaming. You came again today. The squirrel hops in proudly. Hello. You look as cute as ever today, Johann chuckles, teasing affection in his voice. He crouches closer. Was it dangerous getting all the way here? You must have had a hard time climbing that stiff wall. His voice carries genuine worry. Touched, the squirrel's inner thoughts swell. How can you be so kind? Johann pats the bed gently. Rest comfortably here. I wish there was a better place, but the only suitable one is the bed. The squirrel hesitates. You want me to lie down too? I'm fine, really, she chitters bashfully. Nope. Patience come first, he insists kindly. Lie down quickly. She relents, curling up. You're so kind, she squeaks with shy warmth. After a pause, Johann smiles down and says softly, you know, I wanted to thank you for the acorn you gave me. So, I thought about a name for you. Do you want to hear it? The squirrel perks up, ears twitching eagerly. A name, her inner voice is surprised. Tezin keeps calling me slave every single day, it's enough to give me a complex. But Johann, he only says pretty words. How about Paul? Johann suggests awkwardly, scratching the back of his neck. The squirrel squints, tail flicking in clear disapproval. Ah, you don't like it? Then, Tom? Caliban? Dave? Johann laughs nervously. Her expression deadpans, tail drooping. What's up with your naming skill? This one wasn't good either, Johann pouts, embarrassed. She softens, brushing against his hand. Ahem. I'll let it slide because you're cute. Next time, try coming up with a cuter name, she says sneakily with mock seriousness. As she absorbs his magic, streams of light wrap around them. Her internal voice becomes uncertain. Even though I've been calming him down, the magic just keeps flowing, endlessly. Is it because I've done this before? I'm absorbing much more than yesterday. The aura shimmers, building pressure in the air. It feels like something is about to overflow, she whispers, fearful yet exhilarated. I shouldn't overdo it. I'll stop here for today. But suddenly, flash, a rush of unstable power bursts forth. Johann's eyes widen. Another surge of energy crackles. I stopped absorbing, so why is this happening? Wait, could this be? Her voice rises in shock. A bright light engulfs the room. Johann shields his face. When it fades slightly, a dazed figure stands amid the golden glow. Who are you? Johann whispers in utter disbelief. The squirrel, perhaps no longer purely a squirrel, blinks, emotions flooding her eyes as the transformation ripples around her. Ah. Her trembling voice quivers. She pats her throat in shock. The voice, it's coming out, right? Her eyes widen with both disbelief and pure awe. Her whisper rises into a joyous cry, I'm really a human now. Her hands, small and delicate, shake with excitement. Wow, it's totally amazing. Johann stares blankly, stunned into silence before blurting out, half panicked, first, cover yourself properly. His cheeks flush red. Oh. Thank you, she says, hurriedly pulling a cloth around her. Her tone shifts to embarrassment. You were really surprised, right? She laughs nervously. What happened? Johann murmurs, dazed at the miracle before him. Trying to compose herself, she clears her throat. So to explain. A divine beast that absorbs a huge amount of magical power can temporarily become human, she says, reciting from memory. Her tone becomes oddly proud. She points to the book beside her. But to achieve complete humanization, you need to keep absorbing magical power for 50 days. He frowns in thought. 50 days? That's a long time. And if transformation happens before that, all the stored power disappears, she adds gravely, pouting. His eyes widen. Then you should have read that faster. Ugh, annoying. Why does it take 50 days, anyway, she grumbles, tail twitching if she still had one. He smirks mischievously. Slave, keep track of the dates well, it's 50 days, got it? Stop calling me that, she sighs, rolling her eyes but smiling faintly. Determined, she asks, then how do I absorb magical power consistently? When you feel like you're absorbing too much, don't stop. Keep going so the magic stabilizes. Oh. Got it, she says, nodding eagerly with sparkling eyes. You're lucky, you know? Wizards who can help divine beasts humanize are extremely rare. And lucky you, your master's one of them. Yeah, right, she grumbles under her breath, both annoyed and secretly grateful. Later, as she ponders her progress, she murmurs thoughtfully, if I absorb Johann's magical power every day for 50 days, I can really become human. Then her eyes light up. Wait, he needs to know this too. She scrambles for a pen, muttering, how do I tell him? Oh. That's it. Moments later, Johann blinks as she hops onto his desk. Squirrel? What's this? She drops a crumpled page in front of him. Huh? A letter? Why are you giving me this? She gestures wildly, squeaking and pantomiming. Since we can't talk well, it's body language time. He tilts his head, trying to decode her gestures. Are you trying to say something? He guesses, puzzled. She jumps frantically. Yes. Yes. Finally, he smiles. Oh, you mean Hyrade's book? You want me to study divine beasts? Her tail flicks in delight. You got it. He pats her head lovingly. Good job, kid. She blushes, giggling. Hee hee, it tickles. That evening, Johann flips open the magical text. So, if you absorb my power for 50 days, you can become human again? She nods proudly. He smiles gently. Then, I guess I'll see that human form again after 50 days. His voice softens to a whisper. It was really cute. Her ears perk. What? He flinches, cheeks red. Nothing. Under her breath, she echoes wistfully, 50 days, later, chaos erupts when Tezin loses control of his own magic. Why is this book like this? Hey. Slave. Don't you know anything? Her quick-witted inner voice mocks, ask all you want. I can't answer. Magic crackles around him, frustration boiling. Did my power go out of control while I was sleeping? Those who have power can't even rest peacefully, he sighs dramatically. She rolls her eyes from the corner. He never stops talking. At this point, his tantrums are like ASMR. Rain begins to fall. Hey, slave. Stop sleeping and come here, Tezin calls, surprisingly cheerful. I'll show you something fun. She follows skeptically, muttering, "This guy gets excited about everything. What's so great about rain now?" He points out the window, eyes glinting mysteriously. "Look over there." On a rainy day, the patient's walk begins. She blinks, confused but intrigued. The camera pans to the outside, where the droplets shimmer like magic threads. The rain pours endlessly as Tezin points mockingly out the window. "Look over there," he says smugly. On rainy days, they start the patient's walk. The squirrel gasps in disbelief, eyes wide, fur puffed. She squeals in rage. Tezin laughs, twirling an umbrella. The attending physician said getting caught in the rain is good for him. See? Isn't it interesting? Good for him? What kind of treatment is that? She screeches internally, trembling with fury. He's sick. His body already aches from all the magic, and they're forcing him to walk in the freezing rain? Her tiny paws clench. This is madness. This is exactly why the poor kid is suffering like this. She looks down at Johann, staggering under the relentless water, pale and weak. If this keeps up, his body will collapse. Her gaze hardens. All right. Let's go. Time to help our poor big brother, she declares, determination blazing. A sardonic voice inside her mind, perhaps her conscience, snaps, "Help? Yeah, right. You always end up in trouble." Ignoring it, she scrambles up a tree. Now that Tezin is gone, things will only get worse. I have to go quickly. She grabs acorns frantically. I don't know how many I'll need, so I'll grab as much as possible. Her tiny cheeks puff with effort. I'll pack them in my mouth too. Hold on, Johann, your squirrel savior's coming. She shrieks heroically, diving into the storm. Meanwhile, inside the high-rate mansion, the atmosphere is chillingly calm. Johann's stepmother stands by the window, watching with feigned concern. No matter how I look at it, she muses, our eldest son seems in better condition than usual. The doctor bows humbly. Indeed, madam. He's shown slight improvement. There's no need to worry. For a mage, hypothermia is a perfect remedy. Then extend his treatment longer, she orders coldly. Let's see how much he improves by tomorrow. Yes, madam. The doctor bows again and exits. Her smile fades into venom. Johann Hyraid, the thorn in my side, she mutters. When I learned you inherited magic, it chilled my blood. Her inner monologue drips with hatred. I should have gotten rid of you at birth. But a scandal over the eldest son's death? Unacceptable. I decided to keep you alive, until now. Her eyes glint with cruel calmness. Thanks to the war oath, I can't kill you. So instead, you'll live as my insurance. My substitute in case of battle. She chuckles darkly. Be grateful, Johann. It's that curse that lets you live your worthless life. Outside, the rain beats down mercilessly. Ugh, a little slower, Johann mutters weakly to the guard beside him. If I fall, it'll be troublesome. Please be more cooperative, young master, the guard replies coldly. It's for your health. The squirrel watches, horrified. Seeing it up close, it's even worse. Can't they see he's in pain? Her heart trembles. It's okay, Johann, she whispers softly. In the original story, no one stood by you, but now. I will. She leaps from the branch straight into the storm. I'll fight alongside you, she cries suddenly, OW, she yelps as rainwater blasts her eyes. My eyes. Wiping furiously, she spots something, a shimmering acorn, glowing faintly. No way, she murmurs. Could this? A brilliant flash. The acorn shoots forward like a tiny cannonball and strikes the ground before Johann. Don't space out. Move quickly, she screeches. Startled by the impact, Johann instinctively steps back, dodging a swing from the sneering attendant. What the, an acorn? The squirrel cackles behind cover. Ha! Bullseye. I was awesome, wasn't I? Maybe I have a talent for this. As Johann safely reaches the tower, the squirrel sighs, dizzy but proud. He's safe, good. Time to go home myself, eh? Wait, where did that guy go? Back at the mansion, Tezen storms in, dripping wet, yelling furiously. Where the hell did Johann go? I went to get water, and now this? The attendants stammer nervously. He went back to the tower, young master. What? Tezen roars, grabbing one by the collar. Then why didn't you stop him, idiots? Enough, Tezen, his mother interrupts coldly. He stiffens, startled. Mother. Something fun, was it? She asks, voice deceptively sweet. Were you planning to help with your brother's treatment? Yes, he blurts nervously. Of course. I just wanted to help him recover faster. I see, she replies with a smile that freezes him in place. Then don't be so upset. Tomorrow we have esteemed guests arriving. Guests? Tezen's eyes widen. Yes, the Duchess of Medeste and her daughter. Wouldn't it be exciting to welcome them with your brother? The Duchess of Medeste and her daughter. Wait. That's the female lead. Her tail bristles, realization dawning. Johann is going to meet the heroine already? Johann met the heroine already? The squirrel squeaks in disbelief, tail twitching wildly. According to the original story, they were supposed to meet after the war. Panic ripples in her voice. Could it be because I interfered today? She frets, pacing back and forth. She grimaces, recalling Tezen's smug smirk. He'll definitely make tomorrow even more humiliating since I escaped his scheme today. Her fur bristles. That cruel mother and son, they live to torment him. Then Ella's cold voice echoes through the mansion. Fine, Tezen. Let's show everyone your brother's true condition. Bring your divine beast along too. The squirrel's face freezes. I'm going too, she screeches. What? I'm not part of this circus. Rain continues to fall outside. In his room, Johann sits weakly, rubbing his temples. Maybe it's the rain, but I'm feeling worse than usual, he mutters. Then, eyes softening, he adds, once that squirrel shows up, I'll feel better. I just have to endure it a little longer. His thoughts drift introspectively. At first, I only intended to use it, the divine beast, he admits quietly. With its magic soothing mine, I thought I'd regain my strength and overturn this cursed duke's house. But when I found out it needed my magic to become human, I was relieved. I thought our relationship would be one of mutual benefit. He chuckles softly, almost bitterly. That's all I thought it would be. Then his tone softens. And yet, it helped me first. At that, the tiny squirrel hops in through the window. You're here, he says, surprise melting into relief. She squeaks proudly, puffing her chest out. Thank you so much. Thanks to you, I didn't get soaked in the rain today. My body feels better, he says with a faint smile, coughing lightly. Hugh, she chirps in triumph, waving her tail. He laughs quietly. Haha, I'm fine. Then, with rare vulnerability, he adds, so maybe I can trust you. His eyes glimmer with quiet emotion. You're the first to stand by my side. Later that night, the squirrel curls up sadly. His fever's still there, she murmurs. If he shows up tomorrow like this, everyone will think he's unfit to inherit the title. Her face falls. And Ella will finally get what she wanted, making Tezen look better in front of the nobles. She sighs angrily. That brat. Tezen. Trying to impress Muriel with a facial pack of all things. My eyes. What did I just see? Her tone shifts to furious disbelief. Should I stomp on his pretty face while he's asleep? It'll leave a lovely footprint. Then, realizing her overreaction, she grumbles, ugh, stop it. Breathe. Just, breathe. But as she tries to leave to cool off, Johann's weak voice stops her. You're leaving already? You just got here. She freezes, hesitating. Then squeaks quietly, "It's for your sake." He sighs. "Guess I don't have a choice. Since you're bound to face hardships tomorrow, I'll comfort you in advance." He extends his hand gently. "You want me to hold my hand out?" She nods enthusiastically, eyes sparkling. "What does this mean?" he murmurs, confused. She squeaks insistently. "Touch it? It'll feel nice?" Her eyes widen as he guesses correctly. "You want me to rub your belly?" he teases with an affectionate smile. She squeals, spinning in embarrassment, but he does it anyway, lightly brushing her fur. "It's warm, and it feels so good," he whispers. "You're really soothing, little squirrel." His voice trembles with unspoken yearning. "I wish we could stay like this forever." Unaware, the narration shifts subtly. Wizards calmed by divine beasts develop intense emotional bonds. In extreme cases, seeing their divine beast with another wizard can trigger uncontrollable jealousy. The faint hum of foreboding echoes beneath the scene. The next day dawns, cloudy and tense. "Oh, slave," Tezin calls mockingly. "You're dressed up a bit today?" He smirks, adjusting his cravat. The squirrel glares, clearly fed up. He laughs. "Got scrubbed and cleaned by the servants, I see. But you look a bit too glamorous for today. Shall we head in now?" Johann coughs softly as they enter the grand hall. "Sorry for being late," he says politely. "I was delayed because I had to calm my divine beast. My magic was wild again." Tezin scoffs, whispering, "He can't get through one sentence without lying." "Calming his beast, really?" Then the doors open. Everyone stares as a radiant woman enters, Muriel, the heroine. A gasp ripples through the crowd. She's stunning, truly the most beautiful in the Empire. Heartbeats quicken. She's so beautiful, Johann might have fallen for her at first sight. "Wait. Why is he looking at me?" The squirrel's inner voice screams in shock as Johann's gaze lingers softly. "What's going on? Why is he looking at me like that?" She panics internally, seeing Johann's gaze fixed warmly, not on Muriel, but directly on her. Muriel, the elegant heroine, gasps softly. "Oh my, a divine beast. This is my first time seeing one." Her voice trembles with excitement. "They're supposed to be impossibly rare." Tezin grins, false pride dripping from his tone. "It seems the young lord takes after Duke Highland indeed." Johann answers humbly, "I'm still far from matching my father. Without a divine beast, my magic would be unmanageable, though." The squirrel rolls her eyes internally. "If he were trained to be a scammer, he'd be a master already," she huffs, tiny paws crossed. Then comes the fateful question. Muriel, still curious, asks softly, how does one receive a calming effect from a divine beast?" "I heard it involves physical contact." The atmosphere tightens. The squirrel freezes, tail shooting straight. "Wait, what?" There's calmly, "That probably depends on the divine beast." He reaches a hand up. Mine places its paw on my forehead like this. In sheer shock, she blurts in her mind, "This brat. Who does he think he is, pressing down on someone's head like that in front of everyone?" But his tone softens into something sincere. "When it does this, the pain disappears, and I start feeling much better." As the magic hums faintly between them, she suddenly feels it too, vibrations through the air. "Huh. I feel something," she mumbles before stumbling. "I'm falling," she squeals. Johann catches her instantly. "You need to be more careful. You almost fell," he chides gently. His voice lowers, deep and protective. "You shouldn't wander off recklessly when I'm not around. Otherwise, I won't be able to protect you." Her cheeks flare pink. Why did he have to say that so seductively? She squeaks, releasing an accidental. Trying to regain composure, Johann smiles faintly. "Thank you. Now, can you give it back, my squirrel?" She freezes. "My squirrel? So, brother, what's the name of this squirrel? Why are you asking now? It's such a precious divine beast." We can't all call it your squirrel, can we? He sneers. Oh, judging by your reaction, you haven't even named it yet. Of course I have. Glancing at the squirrel. Its name is. Hey, slave, perform some tricks for us. Jump around, slave, come on. The word slave echoes in the squirrel's mind like thunder. Her eyes widen in fury. Slave? Slave? I am going to bite his ear off. She hisses inwardly, tail twitching like an electric wire. I've been working hard to come up with one. Wow, your efforts are truly admirable. As if I'd let someone like you. Then should I name it? A soft voice interrupts. Muriel steps forward gracefully. Excuse me, she says with a gentle smile. Would it be okay if I named it? Johann freezes. The squirrel's eyes bulge. It's just so cute, Muriel coos sweetly. Your fluffy tail, your shiny black eyes. Because they're so pretty, she giggles. How about Blackie? The squirrel goes stiff. So old-fashioned, she cries internally, jaw-dropping. Tezen claps mockingly. What a lovely name. Your naming sense is remarkable, Lady Muriel. I'm sure Blackie here will adore it. No, I don't adore it. I hate it, the squirrel screeches inside. Muriel kneels gracefully. Blackie, it was wonderful to meet you today. As she reaches her hand out, something glows, a small golden shimmer wraps around the squirrel. Huh, was that magic? Johann blinks. It's my gift for you, Muriel says warmly. A delicate golden thread ties gently around the squirrel's neck. It suits you perfectly. The squirrel blushes, flustered despite herself. Gold, it's the color of wealth. I can't hate that, but then Tezen's voice cuts through. Hey! Blackie, come here. You should be with your master, he snarls. She frowns but playfully obeys, hopping toward Johann to avoid provoking trouble. The crowd hums approvingly. Oh my, it's so smart, listening to its master like that. It's probably because we've been together for some time, it helps calm my magic. The squirrel hides behind his sleeve, whispering to herself, ugh, that was exhausting. Far away, in a shadowed chamber, a cold voice mutters, indeed. I never should have sent that divine beast out. A woman stands, cloak shifting in the darkness. Ravenna, the voice commands quietly. You heard, didn't you? We need to retrieve the squirrel. The panel fades, the golden thread glimmering faintly, a mark, a promise, and perhaps a dangerous bond. The divine squirrel from the Highland Duchy must be retrieved. That one in particular? Aren't there other divine beasts? None gave results as stable as it, he replies. If it humanizes with Highland magic, it will cause disaster. Another, calmer researcher adds with eerie confidence. Relax, its memories from the experiment were erased. Everything was checked thoroughly. They recall how the Duchess's donation bought the creature's release to the Highland house. Whispers follow, mocking the ill eldest son and claiming he's too weak to bond with it. But one scientist warns uneasily, something feels wrong. If the eldest has real power, this squirrel could change everything. Knock knock. You don't have to knock every time, Johann's gentle voice says. You're always welcome. Momo pops in, for bright. The narration sighs with a smile. His face was glowing, so radiant that it almost hurt to look at. She muses teasingly, it's been over 40 days of absorbing his magic, no wonder he looks so good. Even the room smells like soap. Johann catches her gaze, why are you staring? It's nothing, she squeaks. He laughs, gently tugging her tail. You'll grow well from now on. You'll surely grow well. Just give me your forehead already, she huffs. Wait, he whispers, hand half raised. Let's take it slow today. Stay with me a little longer. Her narration softens. At times like this, he really feels like a kid still. She chirps, Q, I got it. He smiles to himself. You're okay with it, right? Thank you. Then, idly, he asks, "Is it fun playing with my hair?" "It's so soft," she replies, delight mixed with embarrassment. His quiet laughter fills the room. Johann notices the gold ribbon around her neck. "That's the one Lady Muriel gave you, isn't it? The one who called you Blackie?" She nods, tail drooping. "Calling you Blackie is impossible." He leans closer, eyes tender. "Your eyes aren't black, they're pink, like blossoms. So from now on, I'll call you Momo." She stares, aghast. Momo? His naming sense could handicap a saint. Still, she relents with grudging humor. "Well, I tolerated Blackie, so guess I'll accept this too." Out loud, "The name's the best. Truly amazing." Johann beams. "See? It suits you, cute, bright, charming. Was that compliment really necessary?" "Momo," he says softly, a strange weight in his eyes. "Do you think our meeting was a coincidence?" She tilts her head. "Q?" He continues quietly, "If it's fate, then I'm glad. You protect me even when you shouldn't. You're precious to me." Flustered, she puffs up. Then his hand lingers at her fur. "So, Momo, from now on, I'll give you gold, a better room, everything you want. I'll make you happier than Tezen ever did. I'll be the one to protect you." She looks away, aching. "You fool. One day you'll be sent to war and drink the temple's potion. It'll suppress your magic, and erase me." Her voiceover fades sadly, "But until then, I'll stay by your side, Johann. I'll do my best too." Outside, wheels creak on the stone road. A servant gasps, "Isn't that a temple carriage? It looks like one used by high-ranking officials." Another whispers, "The high priest himself has come. What would they want here so early?" In the manor hall, clergy bow with feigned reverence. The high priest unfurls a scroll. "It's as I said. Regrettably, the divine beast given to Lord Tezen lacks calming abilities. Therefore, return that divine beast to the temple immediately." The gold ribbon glints under the sunlight, foreshadowing the coming storm. It begins with a harsh truth. The temple scholars have confirmed that the divine beast given to Prince Tezen doesn't actually possess any real calming abilities. It's not what it seemed to be. And because of that, the temple demands it be returned immediately to the shrine. The shocking part? No one else knows this secret except the speaker, because this matter is tied directly to the shrine's authority. It's forbidden to discuss this openly, and everyone involved is sworn to secrecy. The story is meant to end here, without causing harm to either side, but the deeper problem remains. Johann's magical pain. A silent plan emerges. Potions, though lacking the power of divine beasts, are often the fallback for sorcerers like Prince Tezen, who can't summon such beasts. Even Duke Hyrod, Johann's father, purchased such potions on the front lines. Though inferior, these potions provide some relief. The alternative exists, yet it's not the same. Amid this tense conversation, suddenly, acorns begin flying fiercely, shattering moments of calm. One daring acorn strikes the tower as Momo adamantly refuses to come back despite being called. For the first time, she rebels, and the unease of this rebellion ripples through the observers. Something is stirring deep and dangerous. Then the cold reality hits. The shrine reportedly holds a potion capable of turning a person into a puppet, erasing their will entirely without leaving a trace. The stakes rise like thunderclouds. In Momo's frantic thoughts, the terror is palpable. She's terrified of returning to the shrine, a place of trauma and despair she barely remembers. She fears not just for herself but for Johann, who might be their next victim. And then the cruelest truth surfaces. Ella, Johann's stepmother, conspires to harm him with that very potion. This potion was the one Johann obtained from the shrine to win over Muriel in the original story. Now it's a weapon to strip away Johann's very self, transforming him into a helpless doll. Momo's desperation spills out in urgent squeaks. "Johann! This is an emergency. What are you doing here? It's still daytime, what's going on? What will you do if the servants find out? This is an emergency. First, erase this seal. You're in danger right now." Ella is plotting something. You want to kill me because your heart hurts? No. Then what should I do? There's a limit to how much I can explain through gestures. There's no time. Then, is that really the only way? I really didn't want to resort to this method. She ran toward the bed. Why did you suddenly? The light sparkled. Why are you humanizing so soon? Just focus. I don't have time to explain everything in detail. They're trying to take me back to the shrine. What? He stared in shock. What do you mean, they're taking you away? I don't know. Suddenly, they said they were taking me back because I don't possess any calming ability. It seems strange, so I'm going to escape from here right now. You're leaving now? Yes. So please, erase this seal for me. I need to be free from it in order to escape from Hyrule. And since you're a direct descendant of Hyrule, you should be able to erase it. Please, I don't want to be dragged back to the shrine and die like this. He knelt down. I'll erase it right away. I will never let you die. Ah, the seal is completely erased. Finally, I can escape from here. Thank you, I owe you my life. And you're in danger right now too. Me? Momo warns again, voice trembling, Ella is trying to force you to drink the puppet potion. It activates only at warm temperatures, so keep to cold foods for now, eat stale bread, cool down your soup. Just listen to me, Johann. Johann's tired eyes show gratitude and determination. You collect all this magic power just to tell me this? You wanted so badly to become human. Momo chirps softly in response, a mix of pride and affection. You always say such pretty things until the end, Johann. He smiles, despite the looming threats. I promise, I'll survive. You gave me life, I owe you that much. But now, where are you going, Momo? Her gaze, fierce and bright, meets his. I'm going to escape. I have to. Momo can barely breathe. Momo. Johann's voice trembles as he kneels beside her. Huffing, she whispers to herself, I've completely drained the magic I absorbed, but that's okay. I said everything I needed to. Then, footsteps. Heavy. Getting closer. Thud. Johann's eyes widen. Momo. We have to get out of here, quickly. She answers, startled. He glances around. It seems like someone's coming this way. Avoid their sight as much as possible. Climb the trees, hide in the branches. He reaches into his sleeve and pulls something gold that glints faintly in the dimness. And, make sure to wear this, Momo. I'll recognize you by this golden thread, no matter where you are. Her tail stops twitching. He's trying to sound calm, but his hands are shaking. If you don't find another source of magic to absorb, he says urgently, come back to me. No matter what, I'll protect you. He turns away, forcing a smile. Now go quickly, Momo. I'll distract their attention, so don't worry. But she doesn't move. Momo, he calls again, voice catching. She answers with soft, trembling squeaks, the kind that sound almost human. You're not a villain, Johann. Her voice rises with fragile warmth. You have such a kind, beautiful heart. Somewhere, a frightened scream rings, but Johann barely notices. He looks back at her, lips quivering. Oh. Are you saying I should take care of myself because you'll handle things on your own? He chuckles faintly through the ache in his chest. Momo really is so sharp. But she flails her tiny paws, protesting, that's not it. Seriously. Right to the end. And before he can reply, she gives one last little shout, I'm leaving now, Johann. He whispers, watching her leap away, it's hard to walk away, leaving you alone in this place where no one takes your side. But I know, he pauses, throat tight. I know you'll overcome all this hardship and grow into something amazing. He half smiles as his eyes glaze with tears. Discovering the real you, beyond all those stories that called you a villain, was a great blessing for me, too. Her voice, fading through the trees, seems to whisper back, "Thank you, Johann." Later, when all is still, Johann walks to the window. Momo is nowhere to be seen, so she's really gone. His fingers curl on the sill. There were so many things I wanted to do for her. Down in the courtyard, a soldier shouts, "Find that squirrel." Because of the seal, it couldn't have left the estate. Another murmurs, "Something's been off about the temple ever since they sold that divine beast to Tezin." Anyone with half a brain would have realized his magic was fake. From the tower, Johann mutters under his breath, "There's no way Momo can be sent to a place like that." A knock. "Your Grace." "Excuse me for entering." Johann doesn't turn. "What is it?" The servant hesitates. "Have you seen Lord Tezin's divine beast, the squirrel?" "No," Johann says flatly. "I haven't. I believe it's called Blackie." He scoffs. "Blackie? What an awful name." The servant gives a nervous laugh. "Just in case, we'd like permission to search your room." Johann sighs. "Fine. Where could that tiny thing have gone anyway?" As they "What if they never find the squirrel?" a second asks. "They'll raise a huge fuss until they do. Good luck sleeping through the racket." A cruel smirk follows. "Then how about this?" The others lean in. "What?" "Find a dead squirrel and bring it to them." The air chills. "I'll engrave the Highland seal on it so everyone thinks it's the divine beast. Tell them you found it dead, attacked by hunting dogs. Even if the real beast is found later, deny knowing anything." The younger guard stammers, "That works for me. But why would you go out of your way to do something like this?" Johann answers steadily, "In return, bring me some food, secretly. Something simple. Cold bread." He smiles bitterly. "Ah. I'm really hungry. The meals sent to the tower are terrible. Always have been." The guard bows quickly. "Understood. I'll go find a squirrel and come back." When he's gone, Johann murmurs softly to himself, "This way, I can deceive the temple's eyes, at least for a little while." Much later, alone again, he leans his head back against the wall. Thoughts spill in fragments. Earlier, he whispers, "I hesitated. Honestly, I wanted her to stay by my side so badly that I almost left the seal untouched." But, he shuts his eyes. "Her survival is far more important to me." He breathes out shakily. "For the first time in my life, I found something more significant than my own safety, and that's you." He glances at the faint scratch marks near the window ledge. "Momo must have escaped cleverly, she's smart like that." A smile ghosts over his face. "Come to think of it, from the moment we met, she was extraordinary. Cute and dainty, yet resourceful. Resolute." He looks out at the night sky. "At some point, I realized, I'd been waiting for you. Without even knowing why." The candlelight flickers low as his voice breaks into a whisper. "The nights I waited for every day, now, you're no longer part of them." Paper rustles beneath his hand, letters requesting more supplies for the war front. Another request for aid. Everyone is going through hard times, but even so, isn't the amount they're demanding too excessive? The financial situation isn't good enough to meet the territory's demands, but since they're on the front line, I can't just ignore them. What on earth should I do? She murmurs softly. "I wish someone were here to help me." "Ah, what's that sound?" "From the window?" "But, this is the second floor." "Who's there?" "Ah. A squirrel. A golden thread, could it be Blackie?" When the light hits her face, Momo's eyes flutter open. "Where am I?" she mumbles, blinking in confusion. Then a cheerful voice breaks through. "Oh, Blackie. You're awake now?" Momo freezes. "Blackie? Not this again." Her head spins, she's lying in a cozy room she doesn't recognize. There's a gentle-looking girl leaning over her, it's Muriel. She smiles kindly, holding out a small plate. "Wow, Blackie. You're really eating a lot. Is it that good? Momo stuffs a nut in her mouth with both paws, nodding frantically. Yes. It's delicious. Muriel giggles, delighted. I'm glad. There's more, so eat as much as you want. Her tone turns thoughtful. But, how did you end up here? There's quite a distance between the Highland Duke's residence and our home. The squirrel freezes mid-bite. Don't worry, the girl continues innocently, I'll take you back there myself. No. Momo shrieks internally. I escaped from there, and now you're sending me back. Panicking, she leaps down to look for something, anything, to write a message. What should I do? I need some way to send Johann a message. Muriel blinks, confused. What's wrong, Blackie? Did the nuts go bad? Before she can answer, Momo accidentally hops on her desk, her tiny claws tearing into a thick stack of parchment. Huh? Blackie. That's a confidential document. Muriel gasps. You can't tear it or play with it, Momo chirps urgently, pawing at the words. Muriel pauses. Huh? Why does that page say? Take care of me? She covers her mouth. Could it be? Did they abuse you back at the Highland estate? Momo hesitates, lowering her head. A soft, sad sound. How could they? Muriel's eyes fill with tears. It all makes sense now. That's why you ran all this way here, she whispers, sniffing softly. You poor, cute little thing. At tea time, he said awful things. This is my squirrel. What does it think it's doing without any magic? Horrible. She remembers his arrogant laughter. And he was even worse to his brother Johann. So how must he have treated you, who couldn't even speak? Momo's little tail flicks up uncertainly. Momo blinks as Muriel presses a hand to her chest. Blackie, from now on, I'll protect you, don't worry. Momo squeaks in silent disbelief, but the relief warms her chest nevertheless. Far away, in the temple, voices echo in secret. You handled the divine beast well, Ravenna. Ah, she answers tersely, the day we went to retrieve it, I found it dead. Bitten by a hunting dog. It just so happened to be dead that day? It seems they'd been neglecting its care from the start. I've handed over the serum the Duchess requested. No one should know about this. Ravenna, he warns, you seem particularly obsessed with that divine beast. Don't think too deeply. Highland likely disposed of it first, they wouldn't want a problem left behind. She stays quiet. He continues, anyway, divine beasts don't usually have strong wills to become human. You know that. He smirks faintly. That one's no exception. A stone wall scrawled with glowing letters, becoming human plan. In just 5 days, a significant amount of magic has been gathered. As expected, Muriel has magic, an incredible, stable source, like Johann's, Ravenna reads under her breath. But without a divine beast, how can that be possible? A single whisper follows her words. I'm here. Blackie. Later, evening shadows fall in Muriel's room. Momo stretches, realizing an entire day has passed. She chirps, startled. The whole day just slipped by. Muriel sits at her desk, rubbing her temples. Momo tilts her head. You don't look well. Is something wrong? Muriel sighs. Well, it was a bit tough today. A letter came from Arides, they've written again. They said they can't pay the taxes. What? Seriously? I understand, since there's a war going on, she continues, but still. Momo waves her paws furiously. But the entire empire is in wartime, right? They can't pay taxes but still support the army? How is that fair? What should we do? Muriel murmurs, closing her eyes. Muriel muses aloud. That's why the Medist family's fortune suddenly declined. Then her tone hardens. Still, looking at how they treat me now, I can tell, they've gone too far. A loud draws her attention. Momo gestures furiously toward the fireplace. What? The fireplace? Muriel blinks, then gasps. Oh. She rushes over, pointing. Eredes is a hot region, they don't even need firewood. And they're paying taxes with bundles of it instead? Momo nods sharply, chittering fast. Exactly. You get it. Muriel bursts out laughing. You really are so smart, Blackie. The best. Momo squeaks bashfully and puffs up proudly. By the way, Muriel says, her tone a little softer now. If I talk about other worries, would you listen? Momo's eyes glimmer. Just say the word. I'll listen to everything. Muriel smiles, lowering her voice. For the next 50 days, I'll be absorbing magic, so I have to repay this favor somehow. Momo tilts her head. It seems like Muriel doesn't feel much about the world around her. Muriel looks at her fondly. Thank you, Blackie. Then her gaze goes distant. Eureka, she whispers. If I'd known I'd lose you that day, I would never have gone to the temple. Her voice trembles, tears slipping down. If you were alive, you'd have grown so much by now. If I could see your warm pink eyes one more time, I'd have no regrets. Momo's heart stutters. Warm pink eyes, silence falls as the candlelight flickers.